Hello and welcome to the Anime Madness second episode of Debate or Destroy. And I'm joined here today with the lovely co-host Killer Code 412.
What's up?
I'm also joined here with the head of the Jaegers himself, or not Skeletony, Taco.
Whoa!
It's been a long week.
Whoa.
Head of the Jaegers, Taco. We got bloopers.
Jesus.
We got bloopers immediately.
Jesus.
Head of the Jaegers, Taco.
Howdy.
And the man full of bones, Skeletony.
Hello.
Quick bloopers today. Quick bloopers. And on the second episode of Debate or Destroy, as the opening suggested, we are going to be talking about One Piece.
The One Piece is real.
So, first things first. We're gonna go based off of sagas because there's so many arcs. So we're gonna talk about each saga and then give our overall rating of each saga, and then take the overalls of the sagas, add them together, and then get a final rating based on the sagas in general and talk about them. All right. So, first saga we have is East Blue. So, this is the first 101 chapters, and I believe 97 episodes?
Probably something like that.
So, it goes from the arcs that are inside of East Blue is Dawn Island, Goat Island, Shellstown, the Orange Town arc, then you have Rare Animal Island, then you have the Gecko Archipelago, then you have the Sea Restaurant, Konomi, and Lowtown, or better yet, if you know from the anime, you have Romance Dawn, which goes all the way through Shellstown, then you have the Orange Town, then you have Syrup Village, which is Rare Animal and Gecko, and then you have Bratier, Arlong Park, and Lowtown. So there's everything before entering the Grand Line. What are people's thoughts, gripes, and whatnot for East Blue?
Animation is a little on the lower quality side, but that's because it's they're just starting out. They're still trying to get that feel, trying to match the Oda art style.
25 years old.
Yeah.
With that said, if you have a problem with the animation, Wit Studios is supposed to come out next year, I believe.
They have already shown teasers of it as well.
Yeah, for the One Piece.
Which I gotta say, the teasers made it look good, but they definitely removed the character the old One Piece had.
The whole thing about the One Piece is supposed to remove all filler. It's supposed to do it in proper manga order, so instead of starting off with Luffy in the barrel, it's going to start off with the Shanks flashback, like the manga does. It's possibly going to be including cover stories. That still hasn't been confirmed whether they're including cover stories or not. And it's going to have new animation. So that's that whole thing. What about you, Taco?
I think it starts really slow.
Same too.
Yeah, older series tend to do that.
I think it starts really slow. Like it doesn't pick up till the Baratier.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Kind of sucks. If you go based off your whole, I'm gonna give it 3 episodes kind of thing.
Yeah, I tell people with One Piece, you have to get to at least Baratier.
Hard.
If you don't you have to at least finish East Blue Saga. If you don't like it after East Blue Saga's done, after they finish Lowtown and get to Reverse Mountain, then it's not for you.
Honestly, I would just stop if you don't like Arlong Park, to be honest.
Well, the only thing after Arlong is Lowtown, and then they're at the Reverse Mountain.
Honestly, you can just stop if you don't like Baratier.
Some people that drop it after Arlong because they just don't like One Piece anymore. They just can't get into it.
That's fair though.
Yeah. But one thing I do try to tell people who haven't watched One Piece yet, because I had someone say they like Pirates of the Caribbean, and I'm like, One Piece.
As one should.
You think One Piece is about pirates? It kind of is. But if you're coming in here strictly liking pirate-based stuff, you're not gonna like One Piece.
No.
Like, that's just how it is. There's so much other shit in One Piece that it makes it insane.
It's more than just a pirate anime. However, the main appeal to it in the very beginning was, oh, check it out, it's a pirate anime.
Oh.
Or, like, pirate story. Like, in the very beginning.
Copa, so he changed it to disable the followers only?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we had it for, like, because we got those people, like, I think those mainly came from the gaming streams.
Probably.
Either way, highest point of East Blue, or Cope. What were your thoughts on East Blue, Cope? Because I know you can talk through Alabasta from us. I remember.
So I would say my favorite part about it would have been Arlong, which I feel a lot of people would just agree through that. It is probably one of the most. Everybody would bring up to me was like, oh yeah, Arlong Park this, Arlong Park that. It was just, it was like everybody's selling point to try to get me to just watch the very beginning of the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, it started off very slow. It still feels slow to me.
It'll feel slow all the way up until you hit the Summit War, which you have 3 sagas until the Summit War saga. Then it will speed back up. Then it'll be slow in Fishman. It'll get a little bit faster in Punk Hazard. It'll slow down a little bit in Dressrosa. It'll be faster.
A little bit.
Between Punk Hazard and Dressrosa, there's not much slowdown.
There's a major slowdown.
Well, you have to take into account the slowdown from Summit War to Fishman Island.
Oh yeah, that was.
Then it picks up. Then it picks up a little bit at Punk Hazard. Then it slows back down a little bit. Then Zoe it picks back up. Whole Cake it picks up, and then Wano is just boom. And then Egghead is quick paced as well. So let's go with favorite part of East Blue, Tony.
Favorite part of East Blue? You mean like as a whole, or just like
your favorite moment, and favorite character? We'll do that.
Favorite moment is bringing down Arlong's big old mansion tower house thing.
Gum Gum Axe.
Yeah, the Gum Gum Axe. That is my favorite moment of the East Blue saga.
Okay, who's your favorite character through East Blue?
Favorite character through East Blue has to be Zoro.
Zoro? Okay, Taka?
My reason for that is he's just the most likable character out of the crew.
Yeah. Well, you could choose any character, so you could have chosen Buggy.
I mean, yeah, but Buggy wasn't really, like, funny in the
Buggy wasn't Buggy yet.
But Buggy becomes Buggy, like, Impel Down area, and then it's just even better in Egghead.
Yeah.
Never forget Twitch streamer Buggy.
Alright, so Zoro and the Gum Gum Battle Axe at Arlong Park. Taco, how about you?
Mine's also in Arlong Park.
Also Arlong?
It's the hat scene.
The hat, that is one of the best moments. I can concur with that.
It's the hat. But ironically, I guess my favorite character would probably be Luffy off the start.
Luffy? Okay. Cope, how about you?
Well, I already stated that it was Arlong Park.
Was there a specific moment in Arlong?
I don't know. There was a few, I could say, scenes, I guess. The one that Tony mentioned where Luffy Gum Gum Axe the
Battle Axe.
battle axe. That one, what the hell was his name? He fought Zoro.
Mihawk.
Mihawk.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's in
That's a
Baratie.
good one. That's a good one.
Okay. So yeah, I like that part as well. It's honestly scattered, really. But like it would actually get boring between. So
Yeah,
um
I think back then Oda really didn't know what to do for his like traveling parts in between arcs. To flash forward to about Water 7 time frame, he went and expanded on the world, which because he had the ability to do that now with arcs already being over and stuff like that, going around the world and seeing places, what's going on since we last saw it, or stuff that happening with the world government. The early on, he really didn't have that world building yet for those in between for those traveling between arcs.
it's just honestly it's the pace that's getting me stuck where I'm at.
Yeah, but you'll notice like the deeper in you get, the more like the traveling in between island stuff becomes less and less boring, and more stuff happens during it.
Yeah, like they continue to add events that happen
Mhm.
between um what's the whenever they run into the whale?
Laboon.
Yeah.
Laboon.
Never forget Laboon.
Yeah, so I actually enjoyed that. And then what what island was it with the two giants?
Oh, that's Alabasta Saga.
Oh, that's Alabasta.
Yeah, that's in the Grand
Oops.
Line.
Whoops.
Is Little Garden the first island in the Grand Line? Been a long
It's
time.
technically it's the third arc and the second island.
Second island. What's the first one?
Cactus,
Ah, that's right.
Whiskey Peak.
Whiskey Peak.
My
bad. I jumped too far.
all good, all good. We're gonna get to it anyway. Favorite character in East Blue then?
I would say it's a mix between Sanji and Zoro.
Okay. All right. For me, favorite moment has to be Zoro versus Mihawk at the Brazier. That's where I was locked in for the long haul. Was after that fight, because I was like, okay, I got to see Zoro rematch him. And I started binging One Piece with the expectation that Zoro rematched him already. And that hasn't happened yet. Favorite character, I'd have to say Zoro as well. I mean, Shanks is on the table, but I'd have to say Zoro.
He
Favorite
didn't
character.
do nothing in the first part.
Hey man.
Yeah, huh?
Hey, man.
Shanks, your arm. What happened to your arm?
Hey man,
What
shows
do you
up.
mean? That was
Shows up.
Fukushima. That wasn't Shanks.
Shows up that conquers hockey before Oda even knew what hockey was. That's something Oda did say in an interview. He said, like, he knew he wanted to have another power source to rival Devil Fruits, but he didn't know what it was gonna be yet. And Shanks, what he did to the Sea Beast was that other power source that he didn't have plotted out yet, which I find is fucking hilarious. All right, least favorite moment and the character that you think should never be brought up again when we're done with this podcast from the East Blue.
That is easy.
You want to go first?
Dude, it's fucking Usopp.
we can't say that.
There's
He's
no
in every
way.
arc.
Fucking A.
That's so mean. How could you?
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, Tony.
The character I'm thinking about is from the arc Usopp gets introduced in, but it's not Usopp, it's Kuro.
Yeah, Kuro's fucking bad too.
What?
Kuro is the worst villain in the entire series, other than Foxy. We'll get to that when we get to that.
You have to give Oda a pass there.
Buggy was so much better, and Buggy was the arc before. Axan Morgan was the first one, and he was better.
Was he?
No, Axan Morgan had zero purpose other than he's the first time you're introduced to the Navy, like a head of a Navy base.
Yeah.
And then you had what the hell was that mountain bandit's name? Because in the manga, he's technically the first villain.
Who knows?
I can't remember. It was the mountain bandit that got eaten by that sea beast. I'm blanking on his name.
So Buggy, we can give Buggy a pass because Buggy appears later on. So Oda had a chance to actually write him well. Kuro has never appeared since.
Kuro escaped the Navy again and just disappeared.
Yeah, he did 2 things and he's not been in the series. I kind of can't blame Oda for not, doing anything with them because he has so many other characters to do.
His whole goal was to, get out of the pirate life anyways.
Yeah.
But I did not like his character at all. I mean, there's one person that I do like from his crew, and that's Django.
You can't hate Django.
You can't hate Django. Plus, Django does appear in cover stories later on with Lieutenant Fullbody as they become part of Hina's crew. Which I think that gets shown in Alabasta that he's on Hina's crew.
Probably. I think.
Yeah, because it's Hina, Black Cage Hina, that tries to capture the Straw Hats at the end of the Alabasta. I do remember that. Alright, my least favorite moment, though? That's hard for East Blue. I would have to say my least favorite moment in East Blue... Luffy versus Don Krieg.
Is your least favorite?
Yeah, because I think, out of all the fights that happened in the East Blue, that one got overshadowed so much by Zoro versus Mihawk.
True.
And even Sanji versus Gin was a better fight.
Yeah.
So I'd have to say Luffy versus Don Krieg is one of my least favorite moments. I would say the entirety of Goat Island, but come on, Gaimon's G.
Yeah.
So, alright, Cope, you said your least favorite character was Usopp. What's your least favorite moment?
I'm waiting for it.
What are you waiting for?
For you to say, "Oh, meeting Usopp."
Yeah. Least favorite moment when Usopp was brought into the story. God, I hated that guy. It's like day one.
Yeah.
Usopp Hammer!
Honestly, I was instantly annoyed as soon as the first 2 seconds of screen time that he had.
Yeah, he definitely starts out annoying as shit. I will not deny that.
Well, I mean, he's still annoying as shit, but...
Oh, Elbath's coming up.
Yeah, he ain't doing shit till Elbath.
I can't wait till Elbath happens and he doesn't do anything anyway.
Tekking made a statement saying, watch, they're going to say we're going to Elbath, we're going to cut around the world, and then next thing you know, we're following the Straw Hats, leaving Elbath, and Usopp being like, I'm finally a brave warrior of the sea!
That'd be funny.
I'd hate
Usopp
that so
didn't
much.
do anything.
Usually.
He never will do anything.
Usually.
The thing with his goal is people can tell him he's a brave warrior, but unless he believes it himself, he never achieves his goal. So I do kind of like that about his character. He actually has to believe that he attained his dream.
I feel like, he's a character that's supposed to be the comedic relief on top of Luffy, and he fails.
Well, no. So everybody on the crew is comedic relief, and then you have like Zoro and Nami being the two like, hey, keep it together. That's too much comedy. You figure you have Chopper, Usopp, Luffy. You have Robin with her dark humor. Frankie, which you haven't met Frankie yet. And then once they got Jinbei, he was just another voice of reason on the crew.
How dare you skip Brook?
Brook is humor.
Brook is
Is
humor.
the humor.
Well, I guess Brook is a combo, really, because he does both. He is sometimes very serious, but also.
But he bounces off of Robin's dark humor too.
Which is really funny. Point proven. That laugh.
So, who wants to go next for least favorite character or moment?
I got you.
Alright, Taco.
Usopp.
Tony, you're not going to get away from this Usopp slander.
I never will, but it's okay. You want to know why?
Aaron Yeager slander.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Aaron Yeager slander.
Yeah, but I'm over that.
Look, let's not bring AOT into this.
You're
because
right,
we
let's
still
not.
have beef with you guys, okay? Or mainly HenDiddy, but
Hey man, I said what I said.
Dude, you probably don't even remember what the hell you said.
Probably not.
It was whenever you were reviewing your, top 50.
I gotta update that again though.
Oh, tacos.
What?
It was whenever Hen was reviewing his top 50.
Yeah, I remember. Don't worry. I forget.
Yeah.
I don't forget.
Yeah, what AOT
Yeah, I
was
forget.
You
at?
probably don't even know what we're talking about.
AOT was at like 34.
Oh, I forget.
I forget.
I ain't forgetting. Don't worry
Well,
about that.
Yeah, it's at 34.
I
Yeah, but it
forget.
was the specific words that you said
Trust me, I forget.
each. But, I mean, if nobody knows what we're talking about, that episode is up on YouTube from forever ago.
Yeah, it
You
should be.
wanna
It's
see
in.
it?
It's in the specials. It's in the specials, I think, or the wormhole playlist. I can't even remember when we did that. Oh my god.
It was a while ago.
That was a while.
I believe
made
it was.
Watch AOT, okay?
It was bad. I won't talk about it. But going back on top of One Piece, I guess if I had to pick a least favorite moment, this is probably going to be and it's just probably just more slander. It's all of Syrup Village except getting the Mary.
I mean, that's valid. Syrup Village was kind of boring.
There it is. It's in.
It's really bad.
It's. I found it. It's wormhole episode 22. What the? Well, that was heated is the title.
Yep,
Yeah.
that'll be it.
Yeah, shit got hated. But
I didn't even
Yeah.
start in there with you guys. I joined in late, caused some problems, and left.
But all I can say is, it's not going to drop any places with the rework I have to do. But you know what is going to move up? Kaiju number 8 is going to be moving up. That was sitting at 17. And JJK is probably going to drop a little bit.
Oof.
The epilogue chapters and what Gege pulled don't feel like true JJK. So it's like...
Well, of course, Gege ended it, and Bro said, yeah, or is going to end it, and he's like, yeah, I'm done. No time to start actually trying to write anymore.
Yeah, it's just... I don't know. It felt like the passion was definitely gone in the last 2 chapters that I read. Either way, Tony, what is your least favorite moment in character?
That's a really great question because it's been like 8 years since I've watched the beginning of One Piece. So I gotta think on this. This is like a genuine question as to what's my least favorite moment from that part of the series. It's honestly probably gonna go to like Syrup Village outside of the key plot moments, like getting the Mary and defeating Kuro and like taking Usopp and moving on and like his promise and stuff.
Yeah.
As Syrup Village is super boring from what I do remember, as well as having
The
the
veggie
stupid
pirates.
yeah, the 3 kids that are named like Onion, Carrot, and like Pineapple or something. I don't know.
Onion, carrot, and green pepper.
Why do you know their names besides Onion and Carrot? Because that's what their head was shaped like.
Usopp pirates, sort of known as the veggie pirates after Usopp leaves. Or they're the veggie pirates and the 4 kids. You have Ninjin, which is carrot. You have Pimen, which is pepper. And then Tamanagi, which is onion. So I was close. It was pepper, not bell. It was not a bell pepper. But yeah, I hated those. I hated those motherfuckers. I'm glad we never see them again either. We see Kaya from time to time, but we never see them.
So bad. So bad.
All right.
Incredibly bad.
Who wants to give their rating out of 10 for East Blue first?
I'll go.
All right, Taco. What do you rate
6.
East Blue? 6. Tony, what do you rate East Blue?
6 is fair.
6. I'm gonna do a 6.5 mainly because it was what started at all of this, so it gets a little extra half point from me for that. And Cope, how about you?
5.
5.
Blame Usopp.
So this brings the
if I was
score.
blaming Usopp, it would probably be a 2. But
This brings the score
Valid.
to a 5.9 out of 10. And that will be the official number that gets put into the end of this when we do a whole breakdown of the entire thing. Alright, moving on to next, we have Alabasta Saga. This includes Reverse Mountain with Crocus and Laboon, Cactus Island, which was Whiskey Peak, Zoro versus 100 Bounty Hunters, Little Garden, the introduction of Dory and Broggy, Ga ba 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 ba. Drum Island, the introduction of Chopper, and the Alabasta Kingdom, which was the climax with Crocodile versus Luffy at the very end. Let's get into it. Thoughts on this saga? Positive or negative thoughts? Tony?
Positive.
Positive. What was the best arc of the saga, in your opinion?
Probably Arlong Park.
Wrong saga.
Oh, I thought we meant to the new.
No,
saga.
we're on Alabasta now.
I swear to God, you didn't ask this question for the first one.
I asked it.
Moment.
Well, no, we talked about the arc, the saga, and then we went.
Yeah,
into
but
that.
I don't remember you asking what was the favorite for that one, so that's why I didn't like register that we moved to the next one yet. Of Alabasta,
Yeah,
whichever one had the crocodile fight.
that was the Alabasta arc.
Is it like the Alabasta arc? Okay.
Sandy Island, Alabasta Kingdom.
Yeah, that is probably my favorite part from it, only because of Crocodile being a good villain.
Okay. Taco, what was your favorite arc of this saga?
I gotta agree with Tony.
Alabasta?
Yep.
Alright, Cope?
Throwing a curveball. When they went and met Chopper.
Drum Island.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotta love
No,
Chopper.
it's nothing. It's nothing against like the Alabasta arc. I mean, that was really good, but I think I just like this one a bit more.
I mean, fair pick. Who doesn't love Chopper?
Yeah, it's definitely fair. Definitely
True.
fair. Can't wait to
There was a
see how they
lot-
do Chopper in the live action.
He's
mean,
probably going to be
since
fully
they-
animated. I feel like if he's not fully animated, it's going to look ugly.
Well, they already have an actor for his human point. So
Well,
the
yeah, but
the
his human
big
point's
the big
different.
tall one, they have an actual actor for that, and they have someone they have revealed who's going to be voicing Brainpoint Chopper. So, I'd have to say mine is Little Garden.
Little Garden. Sorry if I just bumped my mic.
The
Scratch my ear.
introduction of the giant race, the first mention of Elbath, and Zoro striking that pose while fighting Mr. 3.
Oh, that's true. That was a good pose.
And then him almost cutting off his ankles before he does do it.
Yeah.
I just remember how funny it was. He was really worried about the pose.
Oh, yeah.
It was funny.
So that'd have to be so. Favorite moment and character. Who wants to go first?
I'll do it.
Go ahead.
So favorite character. Just start with that. I mean, reason why I chose. My previous answer was Chopper. So, I really enjoyed the introduction to Chopper, the backstory, and his different forms, and like his connection that he
Mhm.
had. So, I'm gonna go with Chopper on that. Favorite moment? That's kind of tricky.
Yeah, this is where a lot of the moments become a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Can I pass on that? Like, can you come back to me on favorite
Yeah,
moment?
yeah.
Think about it
Definitely
a
do
little bit more.
that.
Kind of jumped around a bit.
I would have to say my favorite. I know my favorite moment right off the bat, and it is also from Drum Island. It is Dr. Hiruluk's speech. When
Yeah.
does a man die? Not when his heart stops, but when people forget about him. That was one of the best moments in the entire saga. And favorite character from this saga, I'd have to go with. If I was another curveball, I'm gonna go with Dalton, mainly because of
Who?
Chopper's backstory.
Oh.
He's the first Zoan we meet.
Yeah.
Dalton was a really good character. A close second is Crocodile with Dorian Broggy right behind, but yeah, I have to go with Dalton and then Hiruluk's speech. How about you, Tony?
That's a good question. I'm probably gonna have to go with. Probably gonna have to go. Probably Little Garden, just because it introduced Dorian Broggy.
Little Garden. And character?
With my favorite character being a split between Dory and Broggy because they're great.
They're great.
We love the big old giant boys.
Ga ba 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 ba. And the fact that Elbath is finally coming after 22, 23 years since this was animated. It's like a good 25 years since the manga chapter came out.
Yeah, it's old.
Taco, how about you?
Ace.
That's a good one. for a character. That's a good one.
He was mentioned and brought up. Like
He was in it.
I mean,
He was there.
Weird. He was mentioned first, and then he showed up as like, "Oh yeah, I'm Luffy's brother," and then
I find it like characters hard. I was thinking between Ace and Vivi.
See, I think Vivi's better later on in the series, like when you get the Reverie.
That's
and stuff.
fair. I'm getting there. But yeah, Ace for sure.
And moment.
When Luffy runs into Ace while fighting Smoker. Where he's flying through the bar.
And Ace is asleep in his food.
Yeah, Ace is sleeping in his food. He just flies through the whole building.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I was dying.
Kobe, you got that moment?
I think favorite moment would probably be the battle they had between Chopper and blanking on a name. Sorry.
Wapple?
I believe so.
He was the one with the munch fruit. He ate shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wapple.
That would be my favorite moment.
That's a good fight. It's a good fight.
Actually, I'm gonna add a second favorite moment.
What's that?
The fist in the air for Vivi.
Oh!
Ooh.
Yeah, that goes in there as a good number 2 for me.
Yeah, those are
The Nakama X.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one, alright.
I think you are all forgetting about Gear Zero Luffy, Water Luffy.
Oh my god.
Water Luffy versus Crocodile.
Gear Zero.
Or Eagle Storm.
Eagle Storm was pretty good.
The move that put Crocodile out of commission.
I don't think it beats Water Luffy, but
Oh, he was using his blood.
sure, he was using his blood for that moment. Yeah, it doesn't have the same comedic value of Water Luffy though.
No, it has a more intense.
It's very much more serious than Water Luffy.
All right, least favorite moment and character. Who wants to go first? Oh, I forgot. A close one for favorite character is Bon Clay.
Oh, absolutely.
But he gets my favorite in a different arc.
I already know what arc you're talking about. Completely understandable. Completely understandable.
And just so you know, Taco, he didn't die. He is the new leader of New Common Land.
Fuck yeah, we love Bond.
That was revealed in a cover story.
We love Bond.
But all right, least favorite moment and character for Alabasta. Who wants to go first?
Least favorite.
I got a character
lot of the-
already.
I think
Go
that's
ahead.
fair.
All right,
I mean,
least
we're trying to
favorite
think.
least favorite character is Wapple. It has to
But
be
he's
Wapple.
so important, don't you know?
Like,
I mean, that's a fair pick.
and as I'm thinking of least favorite moments, I remembered 2 more great moments. Luffy's climb up the mountain in Drum Island,
That's a good one.
and
Oh yeah.
Crocus's introduction.
Oh, Crocus, yes.
But least favorite moment would have to be the Dugong stuff when they first land on Alabasta. The fighting Dugong stuff.
Oh, that shit was hilarious. Look, we made an army out of them. It was
Dude.
hilarious.
The first time it was funny, and then like when they showed up again I was like, come on, like this bit's played already.
Yeah, it's funny though, but that's fair.
So that's what it had to be for me. Anyone else want to go? Anyone want to go?
Least favorite would probably be when Luffy was like yelling at Zoro for like, "How dare you beat up all these innocent townsfolk?"
Oh, at Whiskey Peak.
Yeah,
That had a lot of comedic value because the fact that like Zoro already took out 100 of them, and then they took out the rest while fighting each other. Like
Yeah.
Luffy and Zoro were fighting each other, and they took out the rest. I completely forgot about that one.
that's just so dumb. It's like Luffy just like shows up. He's like, "Zoro, how could you beat up all these people?" And Zoro's just
They
like,
gave
already
us
100
food.
They gave us food, and Zoro's like, "But Luffy, they were gonna kill us or something." I don't remember what the point of that was.
Gotta love
So-
Luffy.
And what about character? Tony?
What'd you say? Oh, least favorite character?
Yeah.
I forgot about that part. Would probably be. That's a great question. Let's see, little character. Yeah, favorite character.
There's a lot of characters. This is where
There are
there's
a lot of good
of
ones and a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, you had the leader of the billions on Whiskey Peak,
Who was the wax guy?
Mr.
Or am I
3
thinking of-
Galdino.
Mr. 3. I did not like Mr. 3.
I liked him
I
more
thought
than
his
I
power
liked
was
him more than
okay.
Mr. 5.
Well, yeah. I liked his power, but the character himself was kind of just boring with it. Like, there's so much you could have done with it. but he
Yeah.
didn't.
I think he gets more time to shine in a later arc.
Yeah.
Taco, you ready?
Yeah.
Least favorite, what is it?
See, it's kind of hard because there's so many good ones, but I can have a least favorite character.
And that is?
Waffle.
Hey, someone agrees with me.
No! Not the Wapple hate.
Yeah, I can have.
Bro, man
A waffle
becomes the
hate.
leader of the Black Drum Kingdom.
But I also don't like Mr. 3. So.
I think with me, I think there's a little bit of bias coming from later arcs for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's valid. And what was your moment?
Oh, I had it. I blanked.
Remember what arc it's from?
No, that's why I'm blanking. Oh God.
All
Can't
I
remember it.
feel is pity.
You just got pitied, Taco.
Basically. I can't remember it.
Alright, you got yours, Cope?
So least favorite character would be Mr. 3.
And the Galdino hate.
Yeah, sorry. Thinking of worst moments, I like a funny, like awesome moment popped in my head. Whenever Sanji came across Mr. 3's little
Oh, yeah.
and was talking to Crocodile.
Crocodile. The start of Mr. Prince.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Bro, neither of you know why that is, why he said that yet.
I do.
You do, Taco? You got that far in Whole Cake?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were that far in Whole Cake already.
Yeah, I know why.
Oh, so only Cope doesn't know why he called himself Mr. Prince.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
Oda,
took my headset off for a second, so I didn't hear that.
yeah, Oda foreshadowed that with Sanji that early on.
That's crazy.
Very.
That's a crazy foreshadowing.
You'll get there in like 10 years, Cope.
Eh, make it like 35.
One Piece is gonna be over, and he's just gonna be like, "All right, time to get back into it and binge the rest of it."
Oh damn, One Piece finished. Right, let me watch the next arc. Then I'll wait some more years.
But least favorite moment would probably be on Whiskey Peak and the whole fight between Luffy and Zoro.
Valid. All right, you remember that moment, Taco?
I'll just go with Luffy and Zoro.
Luffy and
I
Zoro.
completely blanked.
All right, who wants to give their rating for the Alabasta saga?
I shall give my rating.
What is your rating?
I rated an 8 out of 10.
An 8?
Yes.
Taco?
6.5.
Wow.
Only half higher than the first arc or first saga.
That's
Yeah.
shocking.
Feels bad, man.
Cope, how about you?
I'll probably do a solid 7.35. I'm kidding, 7.5.
7.5.
3.5. What a weird score.
I'm also giving it an 8. Which brings
I
this
would like to give it
average.
a 74.268.
With this average coming out to be a 7.5 for the final ranking. Cope, did you want to continue?
Oh, that's fine with me. I'll just base my voting.
Yeah, we won't go to you for moment or character or anything.
I mean, my answer.
No,
will just be,
we should still go to it for him because then you can just say one of the crew, like the Straw Hat crew.
Yeah,
And, like,
you can
That's
say it.
true.
But he's gonna
That's
end up
true.
saying like the same straw hat for each one.
I mean, it's valid. It's still valid.
but no, I'll
Worst.
just base my rating off
Stop.
what I get off of you guys.
All right. Next, we have the Sky Island saga, which includes Jaya and Skypiea. I think Skypiea was definitely the better of the two. What about you, Tony?
Oh, absolutely.
Taco?
Yep.
All right.
100%.
I agree.
Favorite characters and moments. Who wants to go first?
Where that one guy did that one thing and he got fucked up, and
Oh yeah, dude, it was crazy.
No, actually,
It was
I don't.
amazing.
No, the funny
You're
thing
right,
is,
it was.
the funny thing is, Cope is saying that, and there's just something that exactly like that happened in the Jaya arc, which is my favorite moment of the saga.
Explain.
Bellamy getting one-shotted by Luffy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, that did happen.
A close second would have to be Luffy ringing the bell after defeating Eneru, and his shadow appears. And a third place one would have to go to Sanji saying thanks for the light after he saves Nami and gets struck with a million fucking volts.
Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, it has to be the one punch KO after Bellamy was talking all this trash and saying how Luffy can't throw a punch, he doesn't know how to throw a punch. Basically, the scene that happened between the bandits and Shanks in the first saga, Cope, happened to Luffy and Zoro, and they didn't fight back. And it led Bellamy to believe that they were weak, they weren't worth their bounty, and then after Bellamy stole some gold from someone, Luffy went and just one punch knocked out Bellamy. Left a hand imprint on his face.
That was such a good moment, though.
Great moment. Yeah,
Especially
favorite...
when they call back to it later in the show. That was awesome.
Oh yeah, in Dressrosa.
The callback was awesome because
It was.
the emotion that evoked was great.
Mm-hmm. For favorite character between Jaya and Skypiea, I have to go Eneru.
Yes, good man.
I have to go
That's fair.
Eneru, especially
That's
taking
fair.
like the cover story information with him, with what he actually did on the moon, because he made it there. I have to go Eneru. Eneru's coming back one day. He's gonna come back for the final war.
He's gonna steal the One Piece out from under their noses.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna come down
Oh,
with his little army of robots.
He's gonna steal it off of Buggy.
Yeah.
He's gonna have stolen it off of Luffy. Because, we have to have some sort of tension there.
Buggy's gonna get there first.
Buggy's gonna get there. It's gonna get stolen by Eneru,
No.
and then Luffy's gonna end up with it in the end.
Hold on. So it's gonna be Shanks gets it first. Buggy steals it from Shanks because he like has like this weird thing against Shanks right now.
Oh, that got
And
explained.
Usopp
Remember?
gets it.
And then Usopp gets it, and then Luffy beats the Usopp and takes the One
Thank
Piece.
God! It's gonna happen again. Thank
So-
I know
God.
they explained it. I just don't remember what it was.
So it was partially because because of Shanks, Buggy lost the treasure map, ate the devil fruit without wanting to because he was going to sell it, and the fact that Buggy vowed to follow Shanks to become the next Pirate King after Roger, like right after Roger died, and Shanks said, no, I'm not going to do it, I'm going to lay low for a little bit, and that has irked Buggy.
That's right.
Because Shanks wanted to take some time off, Buggy now holds a vendetta against him.
You can't get days off as a pirate. What kind of nonsense is Shanks thinking?
He wanted to build up his crew. He wanted to let some time pass because I have a feeling Roger told Shanks what was there,
No.
and that's why
No
Shanks
way.
went after the devil fruit, and that's why Shanks decided to wait because he had to wait for the time to be right. Because remember, Roger said that they got there 20 years too early.
Maybe then.
And the current year that we're in the One Piece world is 20 years after that.
Is it only 20? I thought it was like 27. Or a little later after that.
Well, remember Odin's crew got
Oh, that's right.
Odin's
That's right.
family and stuff got sent 20 years into the future, and that was the same year that the story's currently at after the time skip.
That's right.
But it probably was like 20 something years because it was about a year before Roger was executed after they found it.
Yeah.
But either way, back on topic to Sky Island. Favorite character and moment, Tony?
Favorite moment is UI Luffy. Because of the meme of damn Daniel with it. That's why. Not the actual moment, it's because of the meme that came of it. And favorite character is Eneru, definitely 100%.
Yeah, Luffy went into Ultra Instinct before Goku ever did.
Like, all I can think of when I think of that scene is just, damn, Daniel. And then it panning to Eneru's face, doing the stupid laugh.
The Eneru face that I remember most is the first time Oda did that shocked face.
Yeah.
Love that face.
Absolutely, yeah.
And Taco, how about you?
I agree with Tony.
We're on both?
Yeah.
All right. Time for ratings. My rating is a 7.5.
My favorite character is
Yeah.
Nico Robin.
All right, nice. Good one. That's a good,
Nico
she's a good
Robin.
choice.
That is a very good choice for this saga.
Yay. I committed.
So yeah, 7.5 for me. Taco,
7.
7. Tony,
I'm gonna give this one a. It's hard because I don't want to rank it as high as the last one because Alabasta was just that good.
yeah.
But then we have stuff like Eneru and like all the story that we were given.
And to anyone who skips Skypiea, go back and fucking watch it.
Actually, go do
It's
that.
integral
Yeah,
to the
it's
story.
good. People who call Skypiea like bad or anything like
Skippable.
that don't know what they're talking about at all.
No, there are people who actually did skip Skypiea and don't understand, like, Gear 5th was foreshadowed in Skypiea multiple times.
Yep. The dance.
I wouldn't even say it's because of that. I'd say it's because of like all the things that they did in
You have
Skypiea.
all that too. You have the moon stuff.
Cowards.
The moon stuff.
Yeah.
Technically the second poneglyph red in the story.
Oh yeah, it did happen. didn't it?
Roger's first confirmance of being at a poneglyph. With the message that he had Odin write on it.
True, yeah.
And the multiple foreshadowings of Nika. The song, the dance, the worshipping of a sun god that is for liberation. Like, Nika wasn't straight up said, but everything else about him was foreshadowed.
Yeah.
That's why I had to give it a 7.5. Like, Alabasta did have some more better stuff. They had more character introductions. We actually got two new crew members in that saga. I just dropped my pen.
I think I'm gonna have to go. I'll go 7.5. Yeah, it's not that much lower than Alabasta.
I'll just grab another pen. Fuck it. Alright, and Cope, based off of our rankings, what are you rating it? And everything that we've said.
I'll go with 7.
7. Brings it out to a 7.25 for Skypiea. Still higher than East Blue.
Who could have guessed?
Alright, next is probably the first major emotion saga that there is. You have the Water 7 Ennie's Lobby saga, which includes Long Ring Longland, Water 7, Ennie's Lobby, and the post Water 7. Favorite arc is without a doubt Ennie's Lobby.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Ennie's Lobby's
Yeah.
out of that.
Alright. Let's flip it around. Least favorite character and moment. I think I speak for everyone when I say Foxy.
Yes.
Yes.
And everything about Long Ring Longland for least favorite moment.
Yes.
Do you agree with that one too, Tony?
Correct. Long Ring Longland.
Sure, I agree too.
Don't worry. You will.
Good
Yeah,
job,
if you
Cope.
ever go to
You
watch it,
contributing.
you will agree.
I thought it was filler when I first watched it. Then I saw that it had 18 chapters in the manga. So I read the manga, and I was like, why did that go so much smoother and better in the manga? Because in the anime, it's like 50 episodes.
It is quite bad.
You figure Jaya was like 12 episodes for 18 chapters. Long Ring Longland is the same amount of chapters, and it was 50 fucking episodes. But, favorite moment and favorite character. Favorite moment, it's a hard one. Because you have the introduction of Frankie. You have the Galley Law crew. You have Garp revealing who he is. Reunion of Kobe and Luffy. Luffy versus Usopp. But the top moment out of all of it, I want to live.
Soga King.
I want to live.
No, it's Soga King.
Maybe for you, but
It's
I want
Soga
to.
King.
I want to live that moment. Every time I hear it, I get goosebumps and my eyes are watering. Every time I hear the dub version of it. Favorite character though for this one, Rob Lucci.
Ooh, okay, all right, that makes sense.
I was torn between Rob Lucci and Frankie.
Valid.
But with the final battle that Luffy and Lucci have, I had to go with Lucci. Taco.
Yes.
Favorite character and moment.
Favorite character. Oh. Polly.
Polly, that's a good one. One of the Galley
And
guys.
favorite moment is when they shoot the flag when they're standing in Annie's lobby.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that is a good one. That's right before the I Want to Live moment. That whole scene with them on top of the roof, staring down Spawn them.
Yeah, that's a really
good
good
scene. Is insanely good because you have the shooting of the flag, you have the I Want to Live, you have at the very end of it Robin biting the cement railing to try to stop Spawn them from taking her back inside, and Frankie burning the plants of Pluton.
Yep.
That all happens in that scene. So I think that scene as a whole is probably the best moment.
Yeah, probably.
Tony?
Favorite scene's probably gonna be not the introduction of Soja King. I was just messing. Probably gonna be. Oh, I don't know.
There's a big one I just remembered too.
Monster Point.
Monster Point, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Introduction
That's
of
my
gear
favorite
of second gear and third gear.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, that's good.
And favorite character, Tony?
Favorite character. We're probably gonna be Robin in this arc.
Robin, that's a solid choice, solid choice. Alright, Cope, anything you want to say before we give our ratings?
Nah.
Nah? Alright. Tony, you want to give your rating first?
I'll give Annie's Lobby an 8.5.
8.5. Taco?
9.
9. I'm also giving it a 9. Cope?
I'll do an 8.5.
So that brings the rating from the four of us to an 8.75, which is the highest rated now, overtaking Alabasta by 1.25 points. As we move into the next saga, which is only one arc, the Thriller Bark Saga, which only consists of Thriller Bark. Favorite moment, favorite character, go.
Favorite moment. When we have the flashback with Brooke to Laboon.
The Rumbar Pirates and Laboon. That's a good
Yep.
one. That's a very good one. Sad one, too. I don't think it was sadder than Robin's, but
No, probably not.
it easily slides into the number 2 with Chopper's being number 3 at this point in the story.
Yeah.
But it definitely falls, like all of them fall once you get to Egghead.
Yeah.
Nothing sadder than that, dude. I'm not excited for it. I know it's coming up soon in the anime. I'm a couple episodes behind, but I know it's
Yeah.
coming soon.
Nothing is sadder than that.
Oh.
I'll figure out that.
You have to watch it just to hear how it's played out.
I do, honestly. I might just watch that bit of that. Just
I would
so
watch-
can see what it's like.
I would watch like the revolutionary stuff too. After
No. That's not important.
yeah, the first hearing of Emu's voice happened in chapter.
No, I know it's important. I'm messing
yeah.
around.
So episode 1117 is where it starts.
Okay.
Which, go figure, that's the episode I'm currently on. Episode 1119 came out last night.
What a sad day it is that there's almost as many One Piece episodes as chapters, and we're like a year behind.
Yeah. Elbath coming next year to Crunchyroll and Netflix.
Yeah, that's being hopeful.
Being hopeful, yeah. Well, I mean, they've been pretty consistent with staying a year behind, which is what they want to keep doing, is stay a year behind.
I understand they're being consistent with it. Doesn't mean they should stay consistent with it.
Well, they want to so that they know that, like, they don't have to worry about any filler anymore.
They won't. They can speed it up a little bit and stay 6 months or like less behind. A whole year is a bit much.
But, I mean, they have been adding in some, like, canon filler, like the Leloucia stuff. That was all... most of that was filler. Like, Oda never showed us the picture of the hole. Toei gave us that. They're putting good filler in.
Yeah.
Some of the Seraphim fights was filler. So they're being good with it. But back to Thriller Bark. Favorite moment was Brooke's backstory with Rumbar, Price, and Laboon. Who's the favorite character? Brooke.
Actually, no. Change my mind. Perona.
Perona.
She was just goofy, like an enjoyable, like part of the Moria pirates, which there weren't that many of.
No, because it was all zombies. It was Hogback.
No, I mean enjoyable parts to it.
Yeah, I mean the only members of Moria of his pirates were him, Hogback, Absalon, and Perona. All the rest were zombies.
Oh yeah.
Favorite moment for me is a tie between two. That is Zoro versus Ryuma, and Ryuma gifting him Shunsui, and Luffy pushing the zombie back into the grave.
Ah, zombie! Get back in the
Get back in the ground. Hey, what are you doing? Great moment, great moment. Character Bartholomew Kuma.
Yeah, he does show up there, doesn't he? Is it reason? No, he's introduced in the previous arc, right? But he shows up.
He's introduced in one of the previous sagas with Dofi. They're going to a meeting, but he's actually
I
like
on the show. They mentioned the warlords, right?
Yeah, but he's actually properly introduced here. There's another moment that I'm trying to think of that was good, but I feel like nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, I feel like nothing happened. But for some reason, I feel like it was a good moment.
You're imagining things.
It must be. But yeah, favorite character is definitely Kuma.
Hey, where does blood come from?
Nothing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Tony, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
All right, favorite character? Brooke.
Good one, good one.
I have 3 moments. Not yet.
Tony, I got a carrot.
Oh, cool. When'd you get that one? I don't remember.
Today.
That one. Today? Nice.
I also got a mini Yamato.
Ooh, nice.
And I got a Denji and Vegeta figure.
Ooh.
That's on my other shelf, though. I can't reach that one just by sitting here. I'll send you a snap of it, though. What's your moment, Taco?
All right, so I got 3.
Okay.
Nothing happened. Luffy, Sanji, and Nami going up the Brook's ship for the first time.
Okay, yeah, there's some pretty funny moments there.
And then Sanji's dream being ruined because he wanted the clear fruit.
Absalom ruined his dream. Nightmare Luffy's another good one, too.
Nightmare Luffy is a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Figure that's Luffy's strongest form until Gear 4th.
But yeah, Sanji, the whole, actually, anything dealing with Nami getting married and Sanji's reaction is probably some of my favorite moments of the entire arc.
You know what else is another good moment? The first mention of Big Mom.
Yeah.
With Lola being her daughter.
Yeah.
That was another really good one. Least favorite moment and characters. Least favorite character, Absalon.
That's valid.
Man stole from Sanji. Least favorite moment though. That's hard because it's like this was meant to be like a comedic arc.
I don't think there really was a bad moment.
Really was. I'd have to say my least favorite moment would have to be Chopper's tantrum to Dr. Hogback.
Yeah, that's fair.
Because, I mean, Hogback was a respected doctor before, and Chopper looked up to him because he read his material. And then Chopper met him, and it's like, it gives that, like, that pretense, don't meet your heroes because you'll just be disappointed.
Yeah, it's exactly what it does.
So, but I have to say that was probably my least favorite moment. You figure at this point, Chopper's what, 13?
Something like that.
Because he's 15 in current story.
So we can't fault Chopper for that.
No, we can't, but it's just like, I feel like it could have been played out better. But that's like the only thing
agree.
I can really think of because the rest of the arc was like either funny or good. And it wasn't like a funny like the Duwong stuff in Alabasta. Where it's like, yeah, that bit's played. It was like, it was different every time. It was unique. But Absalon is definitely least favorite character. Tony?
What were we on? Least favorite?
Least favorites.
Least favorite's probably gonna go to. Well, least favorite moment is definitely gonna be Absalom. Not hold on. Yeah, Absalom trying to marry Nami. That was dumb. Like, did he really think it through?
It's
Trying to marry
Absalon. He
somebody
definitely did not.
Kidnapped? Come on now. No
But
one's gonna want that.
But watching Sanji light himself on fire to go after Nami was quite funny.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first.
Another nod to that thing that happens later in the series.
Yeah, first instance of Diablo Jambe.
That was so funny.
That's one thing Absalon did. He awakened Diablo Jambe.
That's true. Sanji's whole body was on fire. He's going after Nami.
Alright, what about the character?
My favorite character is Moria himself.
Moria.
He is just such a little rat. I cannot stand it.
Well, other than the seven warlords being based off of animals, they're also based off of the seven sins. Moria is sloth.
Well, yeah, but it's just he's such a little rat. Like, I cannot stand his attitude.
Well, I mean, he is a flying rat. His namesake does mean bat in Japanese.
Yeah.
And he's an onion. You don't know that meme?
No. Is it because of the way he's shaped?
It's because the way his body's shaped. He's an onion.
Yeah, okay.
Did we already get yours, Taco?
What?
Least favorites?
No.
Alright, what's your least favorites?
Least favorite moment. Anytime Gecko Morio laughs.
Oh, how did his
Least
laugh
favorite
go
character.
again?
Gecko Moria. And that's all we have for tonight. Good night. Yeah, anytime he laughs and anytime that he was on screen was my least favorite moment.
It takes me a second, but I know pretty much every single unique laugh.
I can't stand him.
No,
I can't.
Jaguar D Saul definitely had a better laugh. I
think a lot of the One Piece laughs are bad, personally.
I love them. Especially Dopey's and Kaido's, but it cannot be Dub Kaido. It has to be Sub Kaido's laugh. Dub Kaido ruined it.
Best laugh in all of One Piece is easily Brook.
Yeah, 100%. And Ian does a very good job emulating what the Japanese voice actor does.
Ian is just Brook in real life.
Facts. Alright, Cope, anything you want to say before we get into ratings?
Favorite character is Brooke.
As it should be.
As it should
Yep.
be. All right, I'm giving Thriller Bark a 7. Taco?
7.5. Would be higher for Gekimori. It wasn't so annoying.
Tony?
7.
7. And Cope?
Yeah.
I'll do a 7.5.
That brings it to a 7.25. So it's tied with Skypiea.
That's a shame.
Ooh.
Next up, we have a big one here. We have the Summit War Saga, which includes Sabao the Archipelago, Amazon Lily, Impel Down, Marineford, and then Post-War, which includes the flashback, which most of that flashback is anime only, and the 3D2Y. So, I think I speak for everyone when I say top one was definitely Marineford itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I disagree. It's overrated. I don't know.
I mean, Impel Down's really good, though.
Impel Down is really good, and I'll start off with the favorites. I think, up there in my top favorite moments of this saga is definitely Magellan versus Luffy, because it's Luffy's first real loss. He never beat Magellan. He came back and beat Crocodile, but he never beat Magellan.
That's true.
Yeah.
And then favorite characters of this arc, of this saga, has to go to Bon Clay and
Yeah.
Boa Hancock. She's
Boa's-
looking down on you so
Boa-
hard. She's looking up.
Boa's a goat.
Boa is awesome. Favorite moments would have to be... It sucks because this is a sad one. Luffy's reaction to Ace.
Which time, though?
Donut.
Oh, when it first happened?
When it first happened.
Oh, I thought you were getting at when they go back to Amazon Lily.
No, yeah, that was going to be next, when he wakes up on the Polar Tang.
Yeah.
And then Jinbei calms him down and asks him, who do you still
Yeah.
have? Who do you still have? That's up there with it as well.
Yeah.
But the top moment of moments, and I'm pretty sure Tony is going to agree with me on this one. The One Piece is real.
Yeah.
That
The
is
One
the
Piece.
best moment.
The
And
One Piece is real.
Whitebeard comes in at a close number 2 for best character in the saga. The amount of damage that motherfucker took, and he still died on his feet.
Listen, we all know Whitebeard's a G.
2 other good moments was when Sengoku pinned down Garp after Donut thing happened. And he goes, "You just keep holding me, Sengoku, because if you don't, I'ma kill him." And then the moment when he returns to Dawn Island in the Goat Kingdom and sees the Dawn again. And just takes the wall from the Dawn.
That was really good, too.
Those were... This is just... It's full of so many good moments. One of the funnier ones was on Amazon Lily with the... is that another mushroom? Oh, wow, it stretches.
Oh, my God.
And it was because of that chapter that in an SBS, someone asked Oda, can Luffy's dick stretch as well? And Oda goes, yes. Yes, it can.
Disturbing.
Important to the plot.
Apparently.
And another SBS, someone asked, how long can Luffy stretch? Winky face. And he put that full thing in the volume, and in the answer goes, see, I don't know what you mean by that, but Luffy can stretch roughly about 500 Gomu Gomus, which, if you break that down, is about roughly 200,000 Gomus, and so on and so on. He doesn't deal in real units of measurements. Unless it's for bust size, then he will deal with real units of measurements. And heights. But other than that, for like time that a Devil Fruit ability is active, or like distance for a Devil Fruit ability, like Dofi's string, how long can his strings be? It's all in random terms because Oda doesn't care.
It doesn't really matter. It's not important.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so much good shit here. Another good but sad moment was Kuma at the end of Sabaody Archipelago.
Yeah.
Good one. That's a good one.
This whole thing is just packed with them. Like this should rank higher than Water 7. But with that said, what is your favorite moment in character, Taco?
Okay, favorite character, since we got to get a lot of him, Luffy.
Luffy. Yeah,
Everything Luffy goes through.
This was Luffy's solo
Everything.
saga. Like after
It really
Sabaody,
was.
it was by himself basically.
I have a couple moments. One, when he punches the Celestial Dragon.
Oh, I forgot about that. On Sabaody, he sends the motherfucker back into the manga.
Yep, can't forget that.
I don't know why I forgot about the introduction of Silver's Rayleigh too.
I have so many. You get the introduction of Law and Kid.
Yep. The rest of the supernovas: Bonnie,
Yep.
Apu, Basil, Hawkins, X Drake,
Yeah,
Arouge.
You get Twitch streamer Buggy,
Yeah.
Bon Clay, Ivankov.
Ivankov, Galdino's back.
There's so many moments.
Like what Galdino does at Marineford is why like my stock in him is higher than what y'all say.
And another one of my favorites who really grew me really quick, Marco.
Marco Pineapple, yeah.
He grew on me really fast.
Yeah, Oda designed his devil fruit after like the whole pineapple meme became a thing, and he actually made the fruit a pineapple shape.
That's funny.
I heard Cope's mic come off of mute. Is there something you wanted to say?
No, I heard Marco say I said Polo.
Marco the Phoenix. Yeah, there's so many good moments in this. Tony, what about you?
Favorite moment gotta be when Ace saves Luffy from
Akainu?
Kainu.
Yeah, it's a good one.
And that's followed up. Favorite character is definitely Whitebeard.
Yeah, Whitebeard. Whitebeard's the goat of the arc, really. He's the goat of Marineford.
Yeah.
Least favorite character and moment. I think I speak for everybody when I say least favorite is Akainu.
Yep.
Like it's definitely Akainu. Least favorite moment. Oh, there's a couple moments that were good that we forgot about it in Amazon Lily, like when Luffy protects Santa Rosa's back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
When he doesn't turn into stone. But I would have to say least favorite moment would have to be Nukama Land. When Luffy's not in the picture, when he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
The only good thing that came out of Nukama Land was the fact that Bon Clay sat at that door saying, "You can do it, Luffy," the entire time.
You can do it, Straw Boy.
But other than that, the rest of Nukama Land, I feel like yeah, it's good to introduce that because it's going to be needed for Bon Clay after the arc, and it's a good way to introduce Ivankov. But like, a lot of it was not really needed. So,
Completely agree.
how about you then, Taco? What's yours?
Okay, besides the obvious, least favorite moment, Ace. Pretty sure it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. You want some Dunkin' or Krispy Kreme?
I guess Duncan. Oh, we forgot another a best moment part
Which one?
when Shanks shows up.
Shanks shows up and just stops the war and then
Yeah.
gives
Yeah.
praise to Kobe.
Yeah, and they have the funeral kind of thing for him.
Yeah.
They let him bury the bodies and
They,
everything.
they let him take Ace and Whitebeard's bodies to.
Yep.
Well, Shanks said you better let his crew take them, and Marco and Jozu and all of them took them.
Yep.
But it was thanks to Shanks for that. And the fact that Shanks scared off Kaido. Like, Kaido was on his way to Marineford, and Shanks was like, you're not going. And Kaido turned around and went back to Wano. Like, they didn't fight. Oda confirmed Shanks and Kaido did not fight. Shanks just scared the shit out of them.
A real one.
Yeah, anything else?
Yeah, probably New Combo Land though.
New Kama Land?
Yeah, that's probably about it.
Alright. Tony?
Difficult to say, really. What my least favorite one would be from
It's hard.
this because it's just so jam-packed full of actually good content.
I feel like
Yeah.
we're gonna have this problem going. Like, we're gonna have this problem with Egghead as well.
Oh, I don't think so. There's
Okay.
been some mediocre stuff happening in Egghead.
I think I can think of one instance that would fall under a least favorite moment. That's because they just, off-screened it.
Yeah. Man. This is difficult. Probably. Yeah, I can't think of anything.
It's hard.
Very hard. Well, you're thinking I'm gonna grab myself a shaker bottle. Which one do I want to use? Let's see here. I packed away a good amount of my shaker bottles because I was like, I don't use these. Gotta go with the Rogue Nation black and yellow. Upside down. Rogue Nation black and yellow. I got a hour-long drive after we wrap up tonight. So I think I'm gonna go with some Black Cherry Rogue Energy. If you need yourself some Rogue Energy, use the discount code in the description if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're watching on the live, we have the little link button on the Twitch to take you to Rogue Energy. With our referral code, the -5, get yourself 5% off at checkout. They got energy, they got hydration, and they got the new one, chill. If you need to, wind down and de-stress and all that. But whatever you do, if you're planning on going somewhere or driving anywhere or you are out and not in a safe location, please do not use the chill for your own safety. It is meant to make you drowsy and make you tired and sleepy. So please, use Rogue Chill responsibly.
I got it. No. When Blackbeard started attacking Whitebeard.
Oh, yeah,
That's good.
that's a good
When
one.
they all just started, because it's
When
not
they
even
all-
a bad moment. It's just my least favorite because man, how you had to do Whitebeard that dirty.
Like, Whitebeard was already on his deathbed.
Yeah.
But
You
like,
decide to
that
fill him
leads
full
to
of
an
bull.
insane moment, though.
Absolutely.
First character ever with 2 devil fruits.
Yeah.
Still don't know how that's possible.
It still has yet to be revealed as well.
My theory is devil fruit is like the darkness fruit.
I have 2 things that I think of. I think it's either the darkness fruit, or he already had another devil fruit before the Yami Yami no Mi, and it was some sort of Cerberus fruit. Because if you pay attention to his face, his missing teeth, and the way his face is, and his personality has 3 different forms. Like it changes between 3 different things.
Okay, the face thing could literally just be inconsistencies because
Oda
going
confirmed that he's not
away-
he's not when it comes to drawing Blackbeard, he's not inconsistent.
That's just Oda making it sound like he's not inconsistent. Cover up the fact that he makes mistakes because he's human. But on Toei's part, it could also just be, they don't spend too much time on the faces. Because sometimes they really don't.
Cope, you got anything you want to say before we go into the rankings?
Favorite character is Chopper.
He was like never not in this arc at all.
Technically, he was
He was in Saba Odi.
32i.
Well, yeah, we got to see him on the island. What did y'all think about the island selections?
I knew it. I called it.
No, like, what did you think? Like, how they fit perfectly for each character?
Heracles and no.
Well, he knew a lot about the lay of the land and
Yeah,
plans.
I mean, it benefited Usopp. I guess.
Yeah.
I guess it.
That's the whole thing. Each Straw Hat went to an islet that would benefit their skill set.
If I had to pick one that I liked the most, it would have been Zoro going to Mihawks.
That was a good one. And then you had Nami going to Witheria.
Yeah, and Brooke becoming
Rockstar. But
besides that,
how do you feel that Kuma got the perfect islands for them?
that he knew. I mean,
What do you-
said I was right already once when I told you about this.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I asked you about it. You're like, yeah, you're right. And I was like, I kind of figured. He did everything on purpose.
Yeah. When you find out, though, it's going to be crazy. Like,
Yeah,
you're going to be like, oh, that's how he knew. Okay, that's deep.
right.
Like, me and Tony aren't joking when we say that backstory is the saddest and most gut-wrenching one.
Yeah, it's real sad.
It's going to be a... Like, I thought it was a... Like, Robin's went down to number 2 for me after Sanji's. Sanji was, like, the hardest one for me to watch. It made me put One Piece on hold for a while. The manga didn't do it for me because I was like, okay, I gotta keep it going because we're doing the reaction videos for it. I don't know how I'm gonna be after watching it in the anime, though, if Sanji's made me had to take a break. Anyway,
Sanji's not even the worst one.
oh, for me, he was number 1, Robin was 2, Brooke was 3, Chopper was 4.
If you're going off the Straw Hat, sure.
Oh, number 3 would be Law.
You cannot forget that one.
Yeah, number 3 would be Law's, behind Sanji and Robin's. But, into the rankings, I'm giving this saga a 10. Taco?
10.
Tony?
9.5.
Just had to be different.
I'm not giving it a 10 because it's not perfect, just like all of One Piece. It's very close, but it's
That's
not
probably the most perfect it's probably ever
it's-
gonna be.
absolutely.
Yeah. I think the only one that has a chance of coming close to being as perfect as the Summit War saga would be Egghead.
Egghead.
So, the final saga in general, since Egghead is just one arc of it,
Hmm.
like, the final saga in general is the only thing that would ever come close to Summit War.
I'm shocked you didn't say Wano.
No, Wano has its problems. Wano
That's
has
fair.
a lot of problems.
It's fair.
Like, there are several characters that survived the raid on Onigashima that should have died.
Yeah, and I know a couple in some other series that were like this, so it's okay.
Yeah,
I understand.
Wano does have serious problems, and Wano does have the worst pacing out of everything post time skip.
That makes me sad to hear that, but Understandable.
100. I mean, it's 141 chapters. 146 chapters.
I mean, Dressrosa was bad too.
Dressrosa was only 102 chapters, and it
It don't
was like
matter.
it was like 80 episodes.
It was longer than that.
Dressrosa?
Yeah, it's literally, if you go on a Crunchyroll, they split it. They literally split it.
So it's 630 to 646. So it's 116 episodes.
Scroll down.
I'm looking at 630 to 699, 700 to 746.
Yeah,
So
it's a lot.
it's 116 episodes.
It is a lot.
Then you look at Wano. Wano is 194.
Yeah, but
Actually,
I'm
no.
sure
It's 208.
it's 200. Yeah, it's over 200.
So Wano
I hope
definitely
the
has
pacing's not
the
as bad.
worst. You'll see when you get to it.
That's why I said I hope.
It's mainly like part 1 isn't too bad. Odin's backstory isn't too bad. Part 2 and then the part 3, the raid on Onigashima, is where the pacing starts to get bad.
Nah, it's not good.
But it's
That
like
makes
they
sense.
add in like extra parts of the fights that look really freaking good, and that's why it got so bad.
That makes sense.
I feel like if they went 1-for-1 with the manga and didn't enhance anything, it would probably be about 120, 140 chapter, 140 episodes.
That's fair.
But like they are enhancing it, and like don't get me wrong, the enhancements look good, but it just makes it drag on.
That's understandable.
Cope, what is your rating for Summit War?
I'm gonna do a 3.
You're nuts.
Valid. That's so valid. 100% valid. You know,
Nah,
sometimes a birthday for everybody.
I'd say like a 9.
A 9.
I have a feeling when you get there, that's gonna be your favorite arc.
And probably favorite saga at least.
All of it.
There's five arcs in it.
It's so good.
So this comes out to be a 9.6. So that does take the reign as the top one. Next we have the Fishman Island saga, which is Return to Sabaody and Fishman Island. Which one was better out of the two?
Return to Sabaody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Fishman Island because of one moment that is gonna be the number one moment for me. So I might as well just go. Luffy's conquers Honky.
Bro,
That's not what I thought you were gonna.
What,
It's not what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah,
50,000 fishmen?
yeah. That one, and then a close second is Luffy and Jinbei, blood transfusion scene. Those are the top one, and favorite character is going to Jinbei. Taco, how about you?
I forget. Hold on, remind me real quick. Did the Jinbei Big Mom thing happen in Fishman? Or
No,
was that
that's
in
Dressrosa.
Dressrosa?
Or no, yeah, Whole Cake.
Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember when that happened.
Yeah, that's a top tier moment though.
It is.
I think I'm coming up to that.
The man I choose to follow plans to be king of pirates.
I think I'm coming up to that.
So there should be no need to fear a mere emperor of the sea. Ah, amazing. We're coming up on an hour 40, so luckily it's just like all one arc coming up next for the next ones. Let's try to bang these out. So, Fishman Island, Jinbei favorite character, blood transfusion, and Luffy's conquer hockey taking out 50,000 fishmen. Top ones for me. Taco.
When they come back to Sabaody and they all meet up, that's great. Probably my favorite moment.
Okay.
Besides Luffy starting shit with Big Mom.
That's a good one.
Favorite character, Jinbei.
All right, Tony. Tony.
He's gone mute. No, I'm kidding.
Tony. All right, well, we for him was hit up least favorite. Least favorite was Weepa Hoshi.
Oh, 100%.
Weepa Hoshi was least favorite character.
100%.
Least favorite moment would have to be everything dealing with Weepa Hoshi, honestly.
That's facts, though.
Fisher Tiger's backstory is top tier as well.
Yeah, it's a really good moment.
And the poneglyph. Tony's gone. Tony's
Yeah,
gone.
it's good, too.
What are your least favorite while we wait for Tony?
Weepy Hoshi. And Weepy Hoshi. Anything dealing with her.
So it looks like Tony's dealing with a storm right now.
Oh.
So
Well, that's no bueno.
I'm trying to pull up. I didn't know there was a storm coming through right now.
It's supposed to be?
There he is. Hey, I didn't know there's a storm going through right now.
I'm muted right now. I just gave a whole reason. There's no storm from what I can tell.
Yeah, I'm looking at the radar. There's nothing in the entire state.
It just randomly went out.
It could be wind. I know there's high wind.
Yeah, it could be wind. That's just for right now. No discernible reason why the power just went out.
Okay. We gave our least favorite character a moment. Least favorite character was Weepa Hoshi and pretty much anything dealing with Weepa Hoshi.
Okay.
And then we also mentioned about how good Fisher Tiger's backstory was with the introduction of Koala.
Okay.
So we just need your favorites and least favorites.
And now here's the thing. This is where it gets hard for me because this is where I stopped watching and then took that little break. So I don't really know what's going on in Fishman or in up until I know what the big plot points of Dressrosa and Whole Cake. Besides those two, I don't really know what goes on.
But Weepa Hoshi is the worst part of Fishman.
So I don't really know what happens in Fishman. So I'm not gonna say oh, this part's my least favorite because I don't really know.
You can just say her and be like, yep, it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hold on, real quick. Didn't
She's Poseidon.
Foxy show up at all in this arc, or was that?
Who?
Am I mistaken? Foxy from the Foxy Pirates.
There might have been a filler in between it.
Okay, that might be what I'm thinking.
The Return of Foxy filler.
I think that is in there.
Yeah.
If I'm allowed to, I'm gonna say that is my least favorite moment of this.
Filler when we're
That's
talking
fair.
about canon material.
That is probably canon material, but because there's nothing I don't really know, but that's something I do know from this section of One Piece, and I hate it.
You don't remember
Foxy's
Weepa Hoshi?
stupid. No, as I just said, I didn't really watch Fishman at all.
You didn't miss much.
I just stopped
Yeah.
watching.
I mean, the only thing that you really needed to know from Fishman was the Noah, the purpose of the Noah, and Joy Boy's apology. Next up, though, after we go rating time now, Cope, anything you want to say before we get started with the ratings?
Yeah, my mic was muted. Sorry. Favorite character is Zoro.
He does have a pretty funny moment in there. I
He
can't
does.
lie. Takes a whole room hostage.
And,
Yeah.
And my least favorite is that one guy we mentioned at the very beginning of this. Usopp.
It's still valid, so you're okay.
I give the Fishman Island Saga a 5. What are you giving it, Taco?
4.
Tony?
3, 2, 1.
You get 4.
4. And Cope?
3.14275. I was just starting to count off pi. That's all.
I knew what you were doing. I was about to say pi, really?
Do 3.5.
3.5.
-6.
So this comes out to a 4.15. .12, I mean. All right, next up we have Punk Hazard. So I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna put Punk Hazard and Dressrosa together. This is the Doflamingo saga. So we have Punk Hazard and Dressrosa. Dressrosa was the better of the two.
Yeah.
Even with
Yeah.
the pacing issues, if you read it in the manga, it's nowhere near as bad. Or if you binging it's not as bad. But watching it weekly, that's why Wano's also worse for me, because I watched Wano weekly. That's when the pacing really starts to gets to you worse, is when you're weekly with it. And I was weekly for the end of Wano in the manga, the Raid on Onigashima and all that. But like binging it, nowhere near as bad as the weekly. But best moment, Sabo and Luffy reunion, Gear 4th. Law versus Smoker. But favorite character, Doflamingo. For me, it can't be anybody else but Doflamingo. Taco?
Yes.
Favorite moment and character?
Favorite moment, when Law cuts the factory in half.
Oh, that's a good one. He was facing Virgo in that scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another good moment was
lost my
Luffy blocking Doflamingo's leg when he's trying to kill Law.
Yep. That's another good one.
Zoro versus Fujitora. But
Yeah, that's a good one.
Best moment for me, I can't believe I'm just now remembering this. Tony probably agrees with me. Frankie versus Senor Pink.
Yep. Hands down.
The two bros. Broing it out. What's your favorite character and moment, Tony?
Well, favorite moment is Frankie and Senor Pink.
Yep.
It's just nothing really compares to that, except
Oh, yeah.
for a couple of Dofi moments.
We had the Bellamy Luffy reunion moment too,
That was also very good.
and Dofi using being the first one to use an awakened devil fruit.
Oh yeah, he was the first awakened.
It wasn't the first awakened, first one we saw.
Yeah, first one we saw.
But we can assume that Fujitora, Green Bull, Aokiji, Kuzan, Akainu, and Sengoku are all awakened as well.
Also, for my favorite character, I'm going to slide that in real quick, which I didn't get to. Korra. Enough said.
Who?
All right.
Korra.
Who the fuck was Korra again?
Korra's own.
Oh! Yeah, Korzan. That's a good one. Law's backstory was really good.
The saddest one.
Fourth saddest for me.
I want to agree with Taco. Favorite character being Corazon.
He's definitely top 3 for this arc.
For a character who's only been in there for 4 episodes.
Yeah, they got through Law's backstory pretty quick.
4 episodes, and yet you feel like you knew Korra the entire show.
Yeah. Least favorites. Least favorite character is definitely give me a second. Ugh.
I can tell you mine. It's
Ooh.
Usopp.
It's Usopp.
No.
No, you got to give him a pass on this one. He actually did something pretty important.
God Usopp.
Yeah, he actually had something decently important in this
But
one.
least favorite character is right here.
Oh,
So-
sure.
Sugar.
There's worse.
He wouldn't have God Usopp if it wasn't.
Would it? But
There's worse.
I don't like the fact that she is literally lolly bait. She's 40-something years old.
That's weird.
But because of the way her devil fruit is... She was 10 years old when she ate her devil fruit. And the Hobby Hobby no Mi actually stops your aging. So she still appears as 10 years old.
Weirdest side effects of devil fruit ever.
And she is in her... She's 22, actually. I remember Tekken saying like that she was like way older than what she looks like. So she's 22, but she looks like she's 10. So Sugar joined when Law was with them because Law's backstory started 13 years. And Sugar joined after she got the Hobby Hobby no Mi.
Yep.
But Sugar's definitely my least favorite. Least favorite moment, though... I just thought of another good moment. Pika's laugh.
Yeah, that was
When
funny.
Luffy and Zoro first hear it.
Yeah, when Luffy's dying, so is Zoro, and Law's yelling at him to shut up. Funny.
The whole backstory just for us to begin with, like how King Riku destroyed the kingdom and whatnot, how Doki came into power was pretty good.
Yep, I agree.
I think, even though it's needed to be there to close out the storyline, least favorite moment was definitely the post battle Riku family stuff.
100%.
Which you think it shouldn't be there at all.
I stand by that.
It still was necessary because for each and every island we've been to, we've gotten that post.
It was
of the
necessary
island people.
It was necessary to an extent.
Yeah, there's a little bit more that needed to go down with this one because of the effects of the Hobby Hobby no Mi. But yeah, I would still say that's probably least favorite. What about you, Taco? Least favorites?
Oh, least favorite?
You're gonna say
Least favorite character? Tontadas.
I knew it was coming.
100%.
I knew it was coming.
How? Yeah, did you expect anything less? Tontadas, 100%. Also, I forgot favorite character. Can't forget Bartolomeo. But
Bardo's a good one.
least favorite moment, probably the King Riku stuff at the end.
Okay.
I just don't think it was necessary.
Tony?
I get it, but like,
So, least favorite character goes to Doflamingo because he's really good. I just really don't like him. Like, really well written, really like intimidating villain. Got that Black Air Force energy.
Oh yeah.
I just don't like him. He's just a real bad dude.
You're not wrong. He's a bad dude. I think because he, at this point in the story, he is the best written villain in the entire story, is why he becomes my favorite and I like him so much.
Here's the thing, because you gotta remember, least favorite doesn't necessarily mean like is bad. So we gotta keep that in mind for in the future. Least favorite mean necessarily bad. It's just it's not what we like.
Yeah. Honestly, I think the only characters that have a chance to becoming a better villain than him is definitely the world government in this final saga.
Oh yeah.
Which it's already happened.
Yeah.
It's already happened. And what's your least favorite moment?
Least favorite moment. Hard to say because we're in the territory, well, as I said last time, where I didn't really watch it. I just kind of knew. I guess I could say my least favorite moment is took care of Corazon. Like when I say took care of, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's, if I recall correctly, that was his brother, right?
Yeah, they're brothers.
How could you do that to family?
I don't know, yeah.
Even if he was against you.
Well, he
Like,
was a Marine spy.
Yeah, but just like you can make, like, instead of
Dude, Dofi
killing
killed
him
his own
because
dad when he was
Yeah.
10.
Dofi bad. So like, but he could have done a thing with Corazon, like making.
He said he was going to take his dad's head back to Marie-Joie. That shit was crazy.
He did take it back to Marie-Joie.
That shit was
That is
crazy. I was
confirmed.
like,
Oda
God
confirmed
damn.
after he shot his dad in the back of the head to show the townsfolk that they weren't playing around like him and his brother. Roshinate is his actual name.
Yeah.
He got transported. He got transported to the Red Line and showed his dad's head to the Tenryubito, saying, "Look, here's your traitor." And they still would not accept him back, so he went and started to form a crew at the age of 10, and then took over Dressrosa, where his family was originally from, before they moved on to the Up of the Red Line.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. Rating times. Cope, anything you got to say before we go into the ratings?
Favorite character is Sanji.
Wasn't in this arc.
He kind of was, but he kind of wasn't.
He was in the first episode.
I failed. I'm
He was
sorry.
kind of longer than that.
No, because he was on the ship with Nami and them, and they went to Zell.
Yeah, that was right before Luffy got into the Coliseum.
He was in the transitioning arc. That's the when they're leaving the island, when they get dropped off, because you have the Tontada Island stuff with the deal going down.
Yeah, and that's when Law and
But I mean,
Fujitora and
technically,
Luffy are all fighting.
technically, he is right because we are including Punk Hazard with this, which there wasn't many great moments in Punk Hazard.
There's a couple.
There's Law versus Smoker.
The switching of bodies for
The
Sanji
switching
was
of
quite
bodies
funny.
was funny. You had the Law versus Virgo, where he cuts the thing in half.
Sanji making all the kids talk shit to Zoro as they're running through was funny.
Zoro's speech to Harpy.
Yeah, that was good.
Either way, rating time. I give the combining of Punk Hazard and Dressrosa an 8. Taco?
I agree. 8.
Tony?
Yeah, 8.
Cope?
Here comes a mathematical equation for an answer.
Did you ask me something?
Yeah, rating.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Sorry. I was watching a bowling video.
Weird flex, but okay.
I didn't even hear what everybody else rated.
We all gave it an 8.
We all gave it an 8.
Fuck yeah. Splitting it in half. Going 4.
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding.
That's
Keep it
diabolical.
reasonable. Fuck it. Just make it an 8.
Yeah. 8.
What the average rating is.
8.
It's 8. Next, I'm going to combine Zoe and Whole Cake because they pretty much run hand in hand with each other. So, the Big Mom saga was Zoe and Whole Cake. Whole Cake was definitely better.
110%. Is
Favorite,
better. I'm not done with it yet.
favorite character, and as a Zoro stan, this is hard for me to say, but for the whole cake Zoe. Favorite character Sanji.
By a landslide.
Like, this was his arc. I take it you agree with that, Taco. Do you agree with it, Tony?
Yeah.
100%.
Favorite and best moment, Jinbei giving his line to Big Mom. The multiple Luffy distraction at the wedding cake. You're not there yet, Taco.
Nope.
And Sanji's backstory. And of course, Nami and the homies.
That was funny.
But this one you're not at yet either, Taco. Luffy versus Katakuri is by far,
I know
hands
about
down,
it.
Dude, they were fighting for 24 hours. In
Yeah,
the mirror
Goku
world.
calls that a trading session.
Like, that was the best moment of all of Whole Cake, was Jinbei's being right up there. Introduction of another version of Gear 5th. We have Gear 5th Snake, or Gear 4th Snake Man.
Yep.
So, that's what I give it. Taco.
Favorite character, easily Sanji.
Easily Sanji.
Easy. They're no debate. Favorite moment from where I'm at? Not many things in One Piece, for quotes, hit me. They're like, fuck, that hit. Was Luffy screaming to Sanji as he was leaving.
Yeah. That...
Not many things will get me like that in One Piece. But when he was like, when you're kicking me, you're only hurting yourself as he's leaving. That shit hit.
hurt.
I was like, fuck.
I won't eat anything unless you make it.
Yeah. It's just
Without-
Luffy preaching to Sanji. Yeah.
Without you, I cannot become king of the pirates.
Yep. That's at the moment. That's my number one from Whole Cake.
Which I'm surprised you didn't say your least favorite from Water 7 was Luffy versus Usopp.
We never did least favorite. We skipped over that.
Did we for that one?
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah.
Oh well. That saga was so good to begin with, anyways. We all could agree least favorite character for that saga was Spondum.
Mine's Usopp.
Spondum was.
Usopp. It's Usopp. It's not close.
And one of the moments that we forgot was the Going Mary's funeral.
Say, Usopp is the worst character in that arc, and it's not close. In Water 7 itself, it's not close.
It has to be Spondum for that one. But back to the Big Mom saga. Tony, favorites.
Favorite moment probably when.
You're going in and out, dude.
Or why? I don't know. Hold on.
It's like hard cutting.
Yeah. There's
It's like you're
feedback,
punching the mic.
There's some feedback too.
It could be from the power outage. Give me 1 second.
It's like you say and then you punch the mic, and they say something else afterwards.
Weird.
It's like a giant thud.
But I think the best moment would be, like, not my favorite. My favorite is definitely when Luffy is eating the dirty, muddy food, like, from Sanji after he walks in the rain. But, like, a follow-up to that is definitely when... This is just how sad it is when Sanji's standing outside of Pudding's window with a...
I just saw that shit. I felt so bad for Sanji.
Yeah.
It's so sad, but it's such a good moment.
I felt so bad for Sanji.
The whole pudding stuff was really, really well done.
I remember like I watched it not long ago, but like when he's just standing there and the rain's hitting him and his lighter won't light, and then when it finally does that one singular drop, puts it out.
I think I know why my Discord sounds like I was cutting in and out. It's kind of laggy. You just went robot-y.
Oh, jeez.
Oh boy.
Another good moment that hurt as well was when Luffy almost ripped his arms off to get out of the jail cell.
Yep. Yeah.
Nami's sitting there like pleading with him.
Yeah.
Least favorite character, Big Mom.
Facts.
And least favorite moment was the hunger pains at the start of it. At the start of the whole cake arc.
Valid.
Another really good moment came from Zoe, though. Like, this one also gives me goosebumps every time I see it, either in the manga or in the anime, because it's that good, because it's a double-page spread in the manga. Raizo is safe.
Yeah.
That moment is insanely good.
That's fair.
Another good one that we mentioned earlier, when Jinbei joins Straw Hats.
Oh, he doesn't officially join yet.
Well, not officially joined, but
He
when
says, the man I
Big Mom-
plan to follow.
Yeah. The stay or a life.
Yeah, when he's
Very,
leaving
very
Big
good.
Mom's crew. He officially joins in Wano.
Yeah.
I guess if I had to pick a favorite moment from Zoe, it would be seeing Brooke for the first time running away from all the dogs, running up the tree at about Mach 4. I was
No.
dying.
When I think of Brooke and best moments in Zoe, it's all because of Ian Sinclair.
Of course.
The word samurai. Just the way he delivers those lines.
Yeah, I get to remember, like, I was just watching it. I was like, alright, I'm finally done with Dressrosa. I'm like, I wonder what Brooke's doing. Immediately, there's Brooke sprinting at about Mach 4, running up a tree, running away from dogs. I was crying.
The least favorite character is easily Big Mom, though.
Facts.
Moment, definitely Big Mom's hunger pain. Taco?
I want to say my least favorite character is a tie between Big Mom and Pudding.
See, I like Pudding because the way... You haven't gotten to it yet,
Oh.
but just watch how her character develops over the rest of the arc.
No, I refuse. She did my man's dirty. Hell
Just
no.
wait, just
No,
wait.
you have to wait.
You have to wait.
Fuck.
Her development, she has, like...
The resolution of her character arc in this arc is very, very well written.
Yeah, she had the best development out of any character in this whole arc.
I'm gonna go off my feelings at the moment. But
Yeah, I
believe
get that.
you.
I get that, but keep that in mind. Like, she had the best
I
development.
believe you.
Like, Sanji
Going
had good
up and
development in this arc, but Pudding's development was 1,000 times more. And the way she is all because of Big Mom.
That's not surprising. It's Big Mom.
That's the reason why Lola left.
Well, do you blame her?
Well, I don't know if you found out yet. Lola was engaged to the Prince of Elbaf.
Yep.
Loki.
Yep.
Which we are about to see soon in the manga.
Oh yeah, we are.
Some people think that silhouette sitting on the island of Elbaf was Loki.
Well, could be.
Sitting there waiting for Lola to make her return. That's what some people think.
He's gonna be a little disappointed.
But what's your least favorite moment, Taco?
My least favorite moment?
Yeah.
Sanji sitting outside the window.
That's your least
Felt so
favorite?
bad for him. Yeah, I felt horrible for him.
It's
not a good moment.
Favorites.
It's not a good moment.
See, Tony, that's the thing. Me and you like the emotional cuts.
No, it's not that. I have no problem with that. It was just the feeling I had for Sanji. I'm like, damn, man, fuck that.
Which, I mean, I can't blame you.
I can't blame you either, but like we know what happens later, so it's like we can't
No.
kind of blame you.
It's just like, damn, I feel horrible for Sanji. I don't want to watch him go through that.
What's your least favorite character and moment, Tony?
Least favorite character is definitely Germa.
Germa, Judge, Ichiji, Nichiji, and Yonji.
Yeah, like all of them. I can't stand.
See,
The only one that's
I
redeemable
like
is the sister.
Reiju. I
Reiju,
love
the
Reiju.
only one who's good.
I agree with that.
Luffy kisses a girl before Sanji does. And Luffy's not even
sister.
interested in women.
And it's Sanji's sister.
Sanji's sister.
of all people, it's Sanji's sister, so even then, she's even a step ahead of him, even if she wasn't before.
It just makes it funny.
It's just fun, exactly.
It's the most Luffy thing he could do.
And least favorite moment is a bit of a tough one. I'm probably gonna say probably the wedding.
The tea party.
Yeah, a tea party. Yeah, because it's technically the wedding, but it never goes like through.
Yeah, and it's Big Mom's tea party was the event.
Yeah.
See, the tea
That is
party
probably
I felt
my
was
favorite.
really good because you had the introduction of the underworld leaders, Stussy.
It absolutely is a really good. It's just it's like kind of boring at first until the action gets going.
Until Brooke breaks the pitcher.
Yeah. And it's like, oh my god, I can't believe he just did that. And like everything just starts going crazy.
Yeah. Another good moment was Jinbei and the new Fishman pirates blocking the way so the Straw Hats can escape.
Yeah.
Aladdin and them.
That was good.
But Cope, you have anything to say before we move in the ratings?
My favorite character is Zoro.
Wasn't present.
Yeah, it's son of a bitch.
No,
Chopper.
after
Chopper
wasn't present.
with Zoro.
Mr. Cope, this is the one time where you could say Sanji and be right. You say Sanji.
Sanji.
There you go.
Yeah, from Dressrosa, Zoro, was it Zoro, Frankie, Robin, Usopp, and Chopper go to Wano, while the rest of them go to Whole Cake.
Yep.
Don't worry, the next one you have free reign to pick any Straw Hat.
Yeah, they're all there again.
Alright. I give Zoe and Whole Cake an 8. Taco?
I'm going to give it, where I'm currently at, a 7.
A 7?
Obviously, probably going to change, because I'm not done yet.
Yeah. Tony?
I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
7.5. And Cope?
I'll do 8.
I guess it's 7.6 for Zoe and Whole Cake. Moving on to the second to last saga, we have the Wano Country Saga. Best moment, Gear 5th.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any debate with best moment. I mean, there's other good ones, like the stuff that happened in the Udon prison, all the fights that happened, but Gear 5th, I think, is the best moment.
100%.
Character. This is hard because there's so many people here.
Yeah, there are a lot of characters in Wano.
But I think I'm going to have to give it to the man, the myth, the legend, Kozuki Oden.
Which is very fair. A very good character to get it.
That backstory with the Roger Pirates and the Whitebeard Pirates for Oden, insanely good. Taco, how about you?
Gear 5th.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debate with the moment, even with all the other moments that there are. Like, yeah, there's Ifrit Jambe and Zoro against King, but Gear 5th just eclipses all of that.
Well, yeah, it's Gear 5th.
Character, Taco?
Okay, going up the stuff I've seen for Wano, I've seen a little bit. Like, bits and pieces here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Brooke has a lot of good moments.
Everyone does.
Every
straw hat has a moment to shine. Like, there's one where Nami is facing a life or death, and for her to live, she has to lie and say Luffy won't be king of the pirates, but she chooses to say he will.
Yeah, I saw that. I seen the thing with Robin.
With Sanji and Robin.
Yeah, the demon thing.
Yeah. Oh, Damantio.
All that. Yeah, that was fucking cool.
I liked Sanji calling for Robin and Robin showing up and Robin going, I'm happy he called for me. I like that more than Demonio.
I agree. I didn't get there yet, but I like that. But I guess if I'm gonna pick a character, I'm just gonna say the Straw Hats.
That's valid, very valid. Tony?
So, favorite moment, because the best moment is Gear 5th. Favorite moment is Odin in the lava.
Oh.
Raw emotion.
Oh.
And just sheer badassery.
The thing that
Odin is
sucks
in
with that,
scene.
when you find out who the traitor is right after the backstory,
Mhm.
because that just makes it hurt even more.
Absolutely, it sucks. But oh man,
But it's a very easy least favorite character.
Chef's kiss.
I am Morohachi!
Yeah. And favorite character, Curveball King.
King Albert was very good. I really enjoyed Albert's character.
Was
Queen-
Curveball and
Queen, not
the
so
fact
much.
that- yeah, Queen was kind of annoying, but a
Except for
good,
the zoom in.
yeah. But then, just the fact that King, also the King and Zoro fight, another great top tier moment.
Oh yeah.
But just the fact that, King is what he is, and it's not like a major plot point until it's revealed.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
The one thing about the King and Zoro fight that I kind of didn't like the way Toei did it is in the manga, the person who comes and grabs Zoro, Oda literally draws just a silhouette and it looks like the Grim Reaper with a scythe.
Ooh.
But in the anime, it's Brook.
Oh.
Like, they completely ruined the point of that scene.
Yeah. That it should have just stayed anonymous.
Like, the point was, like, people were supposed to suspect it's Brook, but it looks like the Grim Reaper, and it's like, he's calling himself the King of Hell now. But then Toei's just like, nah, it's a Brook. It was Brook.
Yeah. That's annoying.
But least favorite character, easy, Orochi.
Orochimaru. Yep. The most loser of losers in this series.
Least favorite moment, Orochimaru's backstory.
Yeah.
Oh wait, wrong Orochimaru.
Yeah, even though, like, that Orochimaru is going to be brought up. See, his name's not Orochimaru, it's just Orochi.
Is it?
Oh,
Yes.
I heard Orochimaru. I was
It's Orochi Kazumi.
Sasuke.
But that name will be brought up a lot when we do Naruto next Debate or Destroy.
Oh yeah, it is. Huh? I thought it was full Orochimaru.
No.
Okay.
Orochi Korizumi?
Yeah. Yeah, he is the loser.
And Tama is a
Wait.
Korizumi as well.
Loser.
But yeah, his backstory, awful as well.
This guy deserved everything that happened to him in life. Like every shortcoming, every mistake, everything.
A
negative
good
towards him. He
a good moment was Hiyori's final moments with Orochi.
Ooh, yes.
Another good one was when Zoro and Hiyori spent the night together in that shack in Ringo.
And how funny it was.
And when Brook showed up. Oh, that was great. Taco, from what you know, any least favorite moments or characters?
I won't. I'll just say a least favorite character who's in Wano and predominant in Wano, I guess. I know he gets better over time, but Momonosuke. I don't like him. I know he gets better over time. That's all I'll say for that. That's all I can really say. Because when he first showed up, I wasn't a fan. I was kind of annoyed.
I mean,
Oh,
that's fair.
are you talking about Kinemon?
No, Momonosuke himself.
Oh, yeah, he has a very big moment in Act 3.
Yeah, like, I know he gets better over time, but, like, I can't fully
Also,
comment
when-
on Wano.
If I had
I can see.
if I had to say another character that would come in behind Orochi for least favorite, it'd be Kinemon.
It's fair, but
Now-
he's funny.
Slight spoiler for you, Taco. If Kinemon would have stayed dead, he wouldn't be up there for least favorite. Like, the point of
Fair.
him dying was for plot, was for character development for Momonosuke, but nope, he's just like, no, I'm not dead.
Oh my god.
And the reason behind it was an ass pull by Oda with Law's devil fruit.
Yeah, that's
Because
what it is.
you know how he was cut in half by Law and his body parts were separated.
Well, yeah, Law's
He
a
wasn't
hack.
realigned properly, so it didn't set properly. So when Kaido struck him down and cut him in half, it was right on that part. So he didn't actually bleed out. It was just the separation of the parts that Law separated.
Fair enough, I guess. If you're gonna do it, that's the way you're gonna do it.
I mean, it's one hell of an ass pull, but like, it would have been better if he actually died.
You know, someone like that in a couple other series.
Kakashi Naruto.
Oh my
Oh yeah, that's another one.
Rhina. Ugh, sorry.
Dobby.
Soba.
That still hurts. That still hurts.
It hurts so bad.
Like, the series is over, and that still hurts because we know we're gonna have to do it again.
It hurts so fucking bad.
Tony,
Who knew a noodle could hurt so bad?
Tony, least favorite character in moment?
Well, from Wano,
Yeah.
it should be obvious. It's Orochi is his least favorite, and honestly, anything to do with him is my least favorite moment.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Cope, anything to say before we go on the ratings?
The answer is no.
Alright, I'm giving Wano a 9.5. If it wasn't for the pacing, it would get a 10. Taka?
I don't know. I'm just gonna. Fuck. I don't want to leave it at a 5 because I don't know everything. Fuck it. Gear 5th. I'll give it a 7.
7. Tony?
I'll give it a 9.
I
Cope?
just don't know enough yet.
We doing the ratings?
Yeah.
Okay, which one is it?
Wano.
Wano.
Wano?
Gear 5 is a thing. If that helps. Fair enough.
Oh, Tony, we also had the Green Bull introduction and fight.
Ooh, yeah.
And the Shanks moment.
Mm-hmm. Bro told him to shut up and stop it from 50 miles away.
And bro shit his pants and stopped and left.
That was pretty savage. I did see that shit. Can't lie. That was pretty savage.
Shanks decree that he's going after the One Piece.
Yeah.
Shanks was talking shit to Groot.
Alright. Cope's rating.
He said an 8.
8.
Yeah.
Alright. So it gets an 8.38.
Damn, highest rated.
No, highest is
I know,
War.
as it should be.
Yeah, so right now the standings go Summit War with a 9.6, Water 7 Eddie's Lobby with an 8.75, then Wano with an 8.38, then Punk Hazard Dressrosa with an 8, then Zoe and Whole Cake with a 7.6, then Alabasta with a 7.5, then we have a tie between Thriller Bark and Skypiea at 7.25. Then we have East Blue with a 5.9 and Fishman with a 4.12.
It is so sad that Thriller Bark and Skypiea have the same rating when Skypiea is so much better.
Moving into the final arc, Egghead.
Ooh, Egghead.
Favorite character in all of Egghead? Kuma. but the rest of the Straw Hats and the Vegapunks are right there with it. Favorite moment, though, without giving it away, I'm just going to say it so Tony understands what moment I'm going for here. Double page spread.
There are too many for that to narrow down at all.
No,
so
the full one.
there's like 2 or 3 of them.
The summoning.
Okay, that gives it away. Thank you.
That has to be my favorite moment in the entirety of Egghead.
That's pretty fair.
What about you, Tony?
Favorite moment in Egghead? Probably.
Kuma's backstory's up there.
It's very good. Not the favorite though. It's honestly that's probably the best thing of Egghead so far is the Kuma backstory. Like everything's been really good, but that Kuma backstory just kind of set the tone for what Egghead is going to do.
Yeah, especially because of the character that basically orchestrated the whole backstory being there.
But favorite moment, it's probably, well, I can't say that. It's what just happened in the previous chapter.
Previous chapter was an Egghead. That's technically Elbath.
No, well, I mean, I guess technically there's no real change yet.
Do you mean the one where Kizaru's on the phone with somebody?
No. When there's the change in power.
Oh!
That's probably my favorite moment.
Oh!
That was really cool.
Yeah! The one where I put the picture of my mind being blown in the Discord?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly when that was from.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite moment.
That makes me so excited to read the chapter after this.
Yeah.
Least favorite character is definitely a certain Gorosei member.
Wait, which one? It's not even narrowed down.
The one that orchestrates everything.
Yeah, hold on. I know which one's the least favorite now.
Yeah, least favorite moment would have to be the time skip and the off screening of them catching York.
That's fair.
Taco Cope, you guys got anything you want to say about Egghead from the very vague information we've given?
Yeah, Humpty Dumpty gonna get fucked up at Egghead. I don't know.
I mean, there is an egg, and it is massive.
I
don't know, man.
My least favorite is probably Kid v Shanks.
Okay, that was such a good moment, though.
It was really good. It's just, why couldn't you show us?
What do you mean, show us?
Like, literally, it was just, oh yeah, the one and done. Couldn't you have shown us just a little more?
They did in the anime. They did show a little bit more in the anime.
Like, it was such a
but the whole
boring thing that
the
happened.
whole purpose of it is, like, Kid overestimates himself.
Oh, absolutely. I understand the point of it. I just wish we could have had, oh, Kid's showing like, oh yeah, I got this. And then Shanks is like, no, you don't. Boom. Demolishes him.
Well, the reason why...
was just like, oh yeah, I got this. And then, look at that. He's done for.
Yeah, they definitely, the future sight that Shanks used, they definitely went in depth with it more in the anime. But then, another good one that was well animated and extended a little bit was the Blackbeard Pirates versus the Heart Pirates.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. I know a moment. I'm gonna get the video. So I can,
we also had the Lelucia stuff.
I'm gonna get the video so I can send it in the chamber for everyone to see.
We had the Lelucia stuff. Learning about the Gods Knights.
Where am I? There it is. So if Taco and Cope would like to watch this video, it's from the it's this edit. And it's so good.
Is that the Big Steppa one?
Yeah.
Oh, I think that
so
song's copyrighted,
good.
so I can't play it and show stream.
It's a shame, but this edit is so good.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've
That-
seen that.
That whole everything that happened on Hachinosu. Plus, we're not even done at Hachinosu yet for the anime.
Mm-hmm.
But I think
I've
I
seen
have to
bits
change
and
my favorite
pieces
moment.
of that.
I think this takes my favorite moment actually.
that's up there. That's definitely up there. But I mean that double page spread though,
It's very good.
and then
Alright,
of course
so-
the thing with that one Gorosei member.
Yeah.
Before I go and I dip out of here, because I gotta go pick up the missus.
Okay.
Just want to state, favorite character.
Valid. What rating do you want to give Eggheaded, or should we give that real quick, Tony, so these two know like thoughts on it?
We should probably go first.
I'm giving it a 9.8
And there's
because of
still
all.
more to be seen.
There's still more to be seen in the anime. The manga, there's no more left, but all the lore and everything, like once it's all out in the anime, this might go up to a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So what's yours?
I think I'm gonna have to give it a 9.9.
9.9.
Still not perfect, but it's the closest we'll ever get to a perfect, almost like no mistakes for One Piece.
Yeah. Also, to anyone watching who wants to know, who is caught up and actually wants to hear us talk about this kind of stuff, like more in depth and not vaguely like we are, every Monday, at least we try to every Monday, we do a One Piece chapter reaction. Check those out. Then you'll see our reactions and hear us talk about it more in depth. Taco and Cope, how about y'all? After hearing what we had to say about Egghead.
Sounds pretty neat.
What's your fucking rating, dickhead?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat. I'm not dickhead. You're dickhead.
Who decided that?
I did.
All I feel is pity.
I bet you do. No, I guess I'll give it an 8.
8.
I don't know.
Cope.
I'll give it a 10.
It brings it out to a 9.43, which takes the second place spot. So before Cope this out, let's get a tally up to see what One Piece gets out of 10 from all of us, arc by arc. So out of 10, sorry, I was doing math. Oh fuck. Out of 10, with all our averages for the arc, One Piece has a 7.6 out of 10.
Man, the beginning really kills it.
Beginning and Fishman.
Yeah.
But if we look at, I'm gonna go pull up the anime on Mal and see what it is. On Mal, it has an 8.72.
So we're about 1 whole point behind, maybe a little more.
So, but that's it for us today. We'll be going on a 2-week break for everything. My birthday weekend, I got stuff planned, and I'll be out of town next weekend. But, yep, we'll be on a 2-week break. I will get the nominations started for the next thing. So we'll be back with we'll be doing the first 12 episodes of Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest on the 5th of August. And then, yeah.
It's September, buddy.
Yeah, or October. Jesus Christ. 5th of October, we'll be doing the review of the first 12 episodes of Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest. And on the 6th, we will be doing the next Madness episode, which is Dark 2. So I'll get that started shortly. Yeah, that's it. Anyone got anything else they want to say?
No, I'm good.
Taco.
Almighty.
Oh, what the hell am I
puss.
getting rumbled?
You got overshadowed by a sound bit.
Fucking pain. Stay
Yeah.
humble, get rumbled.
I am